My name is Aneesa Muthana, and I am CEO and president and co-owner of Pioneer Service. We do parts for all different types of industries. My parents opened up a machine shop when I was 11 years old. I always wanted to run a machine. My dad taught me how to hold a mic and run a machine, and I was hooked and I loved it. The most crucial lesson that my parents taught me was an Arabic word, amana. It's such a powerful word, there's not one word to translate it. It means responsibility, accountability, trust, and respect. That was always in our ears growing up. Integrity was extremely important. We treated our employees like family. It basically talks to, you got my back, I got your back. And it's not just the employer with the employee, it's the teamwork between the employees.
I love at Pioneer the overall culture. We all have our role to fulfill at Pioneer, but if someone needs our help, we all have each other's backs. Aneesa she is a very tough boss. I'm not gonna sugarcoat, and she's never sugarcoating for anybody. Her expectations are very high, but also she's expecting of herself. She's not a boss that is sitting behind her desk and waiting for things to happen. She's making them happen.
She doesn't manage from the golf cart. It's very fun to have an owner who is understanding what has to get done on the production floor and what it takes to really make that happen.
She's a really smart person. She's prepared for be a leader in this company and be a super leader.
She is a quality first in everything that she does, from the way she communicates to how she treats people to the level of parts that we actually ship out the door.
It's time for us to treat our employees as if they're our family. It's on us as leaders to make sure that we're leading by example and we have that human touch approach. And it's not just about profit line.
At the time when the COVID-19 started, in the midst of everything, it was very challenging times for all of us. Aneesa made us feel that the situation is under control. You could see her, running between the machines, running at the shop. She was checking parts. She was making sure everything. She took all of the position on herself to make us feel like she got this. If she can get the situation, we could do this too. That made us proud of the whole team that we're part of it.
COVID-19 obviously has had an effect on us. It was obviously a scary time for the company, but more importantly for my employees and their families. And so checking in on them, having daily meetings at one point, people were comfortable enough to talk about their concerns. And because we're so aligned, we didn't miss a beat. We continued to stay in business. We didn't close our doors. Standardizing operations is very important. And when you do that, it's easy to shift from making parts for Tesla to making parts for ventilators. We're part of that space of making biomedical parts to find a vaccine for COVID-19. That's huge. We all stood together and said, we really matter. What we're making really matters.
I think Aneesa's gift is to present the bigger picture and to allow everyone to see how what you're doing really makes a difference. You feel like you are carried along with her and that you matter 100%. I don't think she works at that. I think that is naturally part of who she is.
Profit margins aren't going to be the same. It's not going to be the same old business. We have to make those sacrifices that we can then later look back at and be proud of. It doesn't just happen. This is manufacturing's time to shine.
To describe Aneesa Muthana is almost like describing Maserati or Mercedes, oh, that's a nice car. There's no way to describe Aneesa Muthana.
Force of nature. Most of us run to keep up. She walks at a pace and moves at a pace that most people just dream about. There is nothing done in a little way when you work with Aneesa.
Aneesa is very respectful. She treats everybody equally. She's a woman in a man's world, basically. There's not too many women shop owners, and I'm proud to work for her.
We are oftentimes the only women in the room on a board or speaking at an event. We have found that if you cut through all of the different, age, gender, religion, all those things, if we get down to the most basics of what needs to get done, are we capable? Are we experienced? Can we do the work for you? It has generally worked out fine.
Innovation comes from diversity. If everyone on my team looked and sounded like me, I've just limited the development of my company and my personal development. Having a diverse team brings on those different opinions, it brings on different perspectives, and it makes us stronger. That's not something that we just check off a box. That's something you build. It takes time.
She really believes in open door policy. So anytime you just stuck, you can go to her. Even if you made mistake, we're all humans. She'll talk it through with you. She'll find solution with you.
She listens. If I go to Aneesa with an idea or I see something that I think could be improved upon, she's very open to that. I've never worked in a place where someone at that level has been that respectful.
I hop around from machine to machine sometimes to show testimonials from our customers. I want to make sure that everyone from management to the operators on the shop floor see the impact. I want my team to know that, because when they know that, they become more engaged and the conviction in their work increases.
She believes that if we're always putting our best foot forward, we will always be able to get the return from that.
I always say, if you're not passionate about manufacturing, get out of manufacturing. It's so profound, what we make, the lives we touch, the impact we have. I don't want it to just be about making parts. I want to create a legacy. And going back to my team, without them, I wouldn't be able to take on these opportunities. So I'm extremely, extremely thankful for that.